Hi, I think we're live. Yay. Hi, you guys. How are you? It is Friday, August 19th, 2022, and welcome to another Tarot Friday. So that's where I'm doing free tarot readings for people. So, yeah, thanks for coming in, you guys. Hi, Sunblood's here, and Mickey's already here. Hi, guys. How are you? It's nice to see you. You know, I think last Friday, and I don't know what happened there, but maybe I'm remembering it wrong, but I seem to recall that I said, hi, welcome. It's August 22nd. I looked the date up just to be sure, and it said August 22nd. So maybe I was just in some kind of time warp. Anyway, I am here. So Sunbla, you are first up here. And yeah, do you have any question? Specific question, or I don't know, general snapshot? What's up right now? What's coming up? That kind of thing. And Mickey too, if you want to think about your question, you've got a little bit of time now, 5 or 10 minutes or 15 at most, probably, and then it's going to be your turn. Oh my goodness. Okay, so some people came in. Hello. Hey guys. Hi, nice to see you. Let's see, Rupali is here. Ishika, Ishika. Nav, hi. Hi, Nav. Okay. All right. Got you all down. All right. So we're going to start with Sunblood. Let me just put my pen here so I don't lose it. Okay. So Sunblood's asking, can I ask what's coming towards me in the next few weeks? All right. So it's like a general snapshot then. Nav saying, how are you, Zola? I'm good, thank you. I spent a large part of July in bed. Yeah, I caught something and I was real sick for a while, but I'm better now. Yeah. Hitting the beach and just, trying to enjoy what's left of my summer here. It's been a really, really good one, actually. Some years it just rains all the way through, but you're lucky if you get a couple weeks, but this one's been really good. Mickey's saying, how are you doing? Yeah, no, good, thanks. Thanks, you guys. Nice of you to ask. And then the other good thing about this summer is that whoever's doing the DEW forest fires, I don't know, they haven't been at it this year, and so there hasn't been this heavy smoke haze in the air like there normally is. So, and yes, I'm shuffling for you, Sunbla, as I'm talking. Okay, so we want to know where Sunbla's at now, what's going on for the next few weeks, sort of a what's up snapshot, covering the next month or two, at least. All right, so what is up, Sunbla? Okay. All right, so we had a card jump out of the deck. All right, so let's just see how that fits into everything else. And what's going on? Same question, other deck. Yeah. What's up with Sunbla? What's coming towards Sunbla in the next few weeks? Any messages? Oh, hi, JRA. Yes, you can. I'll add you after this, after I do this read for Sunbla. I'm also kind of warming up the cards right now too. So, okay, what's up, Sunbla? Let's put this one over here. Okay. Okay, so Sunbla, what's going on right now for you? It looks like is that you might be in the midst of actually reviving some old ties, or maybe you had a falling out with a friend, and you're kind of going, maybe it wasn't really, I don't know, maybe we can mend some fences here, sort of thing. Yeah, just paying attention to like home and family and so on. And I'm seeing that the other card that's here is talking about that, you've been making good start on things in terms of finances and trying to get some things happening there. And you've just been diligently working away at stuff. That's where you're at right now. Now, as we move ahead, we're seeing if you had some kind of mental fog that was going on for you and sort of like hard to focus, I've actually been finding that for a lot of people. Actually, I've been just saying like it's really difficult to focus right now. But that mental fog is going to start clearing away, and you're going to be able to really focus on what it is that you want and be able to hit that mark. And yeah, just really good mental focus. Yeah, and the immediate future here, like we're talking 4 to 6 weeks, is talking about, what? I think that it's you've been doing some work, and you're going to start kind of leveling up. Like you've reached a turning point, or you were about to reach a turning point where like that old chapter gets closed, new doors start to open for you. However, yes, like we said, there might be some people that you actually did shut the door on, and maybe that can be mended, so maybe you might be opening a few old doors as you're moving on. Kind of interesting. Yeah, and then we're seeing here as well, like and these ones haven't materialized yet. It's furthest away down the stream, but one of them's talking about like making a new beginning and finding like balance and wholeness, and that the focus is going to be shifting into like thinking about new ideas, new creative ideas. You might be possibly starting a project with somebody else, I don't know, maybe it's an old friend, maybe it's somebody new. I don't know exactly, but it looks like whatever it is that you're doing, you're not going to be doing it by yourself. And as you're doing that and moving ahead, the message for you here is to don't forget about listening to your gut, listening to your intuition, and taking the time to be still and seek information. And I don't mean just like asking people questions, but really observing people and what they're doing, and almost like meditating on it to try to get a glimpse under the covers of what the hidden motivations are of people. Because it looks like you're going to have to start trusting your guts and stuff. Now, the card that came leaping out here is this one. And this one, when I see that one, it's talking about that you might be spreading your energies a little bit too thin right now. I think that that's something that's going on right now. Like you're trying to be a lot of things for a lot of different people. And what I'm getting is like, you know what? Maybe it's time that you focus more on you and let them worry about their business and you worry about your business. So that's my snapshot read for you. And I hope it resonated for you. I hope it helps. And yeah, thanks so much for being here today. You were the day's early bird. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Sunbla. It's nice to see you. Okay, let me just pick up these cards, and we're going to go right on to Mickey. Mickey. Oh, and I have to write down somebody's name. I know that. Let's see. Okay, we've got Ashika. We got Nav. JRA. That was it. JRA. Okay, so I've added you. All right. So, Mickey, it's your turn. Let me just... okay. Let's see. I'm just checking. I'm just scrolling down here to see if Mickey has a question. Oh, okay. Can I please get a general message or any messages from Spirit? Okay. Okay, so we want to know what's up for Mickey right now, and if there's any messages that Mickey should know about. Then if you could bring that forward, that'd be awesome. Really appreciate it. Yeah, what's going on, Mickey? I don't know where it is for you guys, but I'll tell you, it has been absolutely fierce out here for the last while. Like just sunshine, which is good, you know, because probably 8 to 10 months out of the year, all we get is rain. At least that's how it seems. So, you know, but I'll tell you, I can't wait for the rain. It's funny. All right, so yeah, same question, different deck. Let's try that again, Mickey. What's going on, Mickey? Any general messages? Anything Mickey should know about? What's up, Mickey? Okay. And yeah, any other messages for Mickey? That'd be great. Thank you. All right. Okay. Okay, so Mickey, what it's saying right here for you is that you've just gone through this sort of period of like being suspended and waiting for stuff to happen, and maybe trying to focus on meditating and just being still. You know, there hasn't been this feeling of need to really make moves, but that's something I think that is actually passing right now, because now what we're getting is that it's time to start chasing some dreams here for you and to take some action. Yeah, so choosing new directions for yourself is going to be coming up here for you. Like making new goals for yourself, trying to figure out what's going on for you. And you've been looking within, like I said, but it's also about like really taking a good look at what's around you. And if there's anybody that's really an energy suck or sapping your energy, that you should probably think about cutting that off. We're also getting the Judgment card. And, you know, that one is talking about, and again, it's on its way. I don't think it's quite realized. I think this is stuff that you might be working on at present, right? Where you're, yeah, you're starting to think about, you know, how can I marry the fact that I have to make a living and make money with something that actually jives with why I feel like I'm here, like my soul's purpose, like what's my highest calling, and is there some way that I can figure out how I can combine that with the need to pay bills and make money, and you know, all that crap that goes along with the day-to-day stuff of, you know, just having a life here. Yeah, so we're talking about like, I think you're coming into a period where you're going to start having like new beginnings, like new things are going to start happening for you. Yes. Okay, so moving ahead here. Wow. Okay. It's interesting because once again, I'm seeing like that there might have been some mental confusion or fog around you lately, like this difficulty in being able to focus. And that is going to start shifting and changing. So what's coming up in the next little while here for messages for you, I think, is just to be ready, because there's going to be some major transformation happening for you. It could be that you might have to move. It could be that you're going to be starting something new, like a new job, new phase of one's life. It's an involuntary kind of a change. It just means that you're leveling up, you're starting to pass from like the old you into like another phase of your life. So it's kind of a big deal. And there's going to be lots of people as you're moving ahead trying to, better yourself, move ahead, like do whatever it is that you have to do so that you can pay rent and, like new projects, new things. And there's going to be possibly a lot of other people's opinions are going to be inserted into the factor. So, you're going to be, I don't know, maybe you've got a big family and they're going, well, I don't know if you should do this and maybe you should do that. And let me talk to you about this. And you're kind of going, okay. Yeah, it's going to be a period of like quite a bit of activity as well. Right. And then you just continue. You're just continuing to chase your dreams here. And I think that's the other message is as you're moving ahead here and putting in studious work, trying to pay attention to the details. Now I'm talking about money, right? Making sure bills get paid, that kind of stuff. And putting in the time and effort so that you can earn that money and make those bills get paid. The message for you here, I believe, that's coming through is, just keep chasing your dreams. Chase your dreams. You're on the right path, and there's going to be some changes coming up. I think that's a result of, your hard work, diligent hard work. You're making stuff happen for yourself, and, good for you. Yeah. The other thing is that, there's going to be like this mental clarity that's going to be coming in, and it's going to really be supporting you. And you're going to you may find yourself almost seeming, see, it's interesting. Like if a man is really assertive, they're a boss, right? But if a woman is, then she's a bitch. Like just being really assertive, being that boss, no time for bullshit, just cutting through red tape, cutting through bullshit, getting to the heart of matters, like being really, really like a laser focus on stuff. And that is something that's going to carry you forward as you're moving through this transition. Yeah. And just keep working, just keep, whatever you're doing it right. So that's my read for you, Mickey. And I hope it resonated. I hope it helps. It's nice to see you, and have a great weekend. All right. I am going to move to our next person. Okay, 1 second. All right, Mickey. So Rupali, you are next. Oh, Creative Arts is here. Let me see. JRA, Mickey, Sunblot. Yeah. I'm just looking at who's been commenting here. Let's see. Rupali. Okay, Creative Arts. Creative Arts. Okay, so you're on the list now, okay? All right, so Rupali's saying, will Nirja B agree to my request of paying me X amount of money per annum plus the 30% increment? Oh, hey, Astral Angel, how are you? Long time no see. Okay, you are on the list. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people ahead of you, Astral Angel. Okay, and you are welcome. Niraja. It's Niraj. Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. So you want to know if Niraj is going to basically agree to the terms that you want, and you're negotiating for a salary right now. And will he agree to what you're requesting from him? Okay. All right. Let's ask the deck and see what they say. Okay. So is Niraj going to agree to the compensation that you have requested of him? Yes or no? Yes or no? Ooh, the Magician. All right, the Magician says yes. It's interesting. The Magician, again, is all about, like, just remember, like, the message from the Magician is, just remember, where we put our energy is what we end up attracting to us. So, just keep your energy on your goal. Believe in yourself and just keep putting it out there, and you're going to get what you want. Let's check the other deck. I like getting a second opinion. All right, so Polly wants to know if Niraj is going to agree to the salary and so on that he has proposed. There we go. Yes or no? Ooh, the Empress. Wow, they're both major arcana as well. The Empress is all about abundance, getting what you want, being able to manifest things for yourself. Like just overflowing abundance. So I would say that, and also, yes, the Empress is another one that's like a yes. So both decks said that, yeah, you're going to get what you want. And 1 second. Yeah. So, yeah, the Empress. Sorry, a little. Yeah, the Empress is about new beginnings and renewed enthusiasm and clarity and so on of what it is that you want. So new beginnings, new job. So yeah, that's interesting. And of course, the other one, again, is all about like just fixing your attention, your energy on what it is that you want. And the Magician is the master of his own reality, by the way. So maybe that's also like a message for you. You're being the boss. Be the boss and be the master of your own reality. And anyway, the indications here are like, yeah, that's what you're going to get. What you asked for is what you're going to get. That is my answer. Oh my goodness. Now you want to know if are they going to respond within the next 2 days? Okay, let's check. Let's check. Okay, so will that response in a positive way come back within the next couple of days? Yes or no? You got Judgment. Judgment says yes, and Judgment, by the way, is not a negative card. What it's really talking about is that there's no more time for procrastination or making excuses or anything like that. Everything has to be laid out on the table, which is what you're doing because you're negotiating, right? You're negotiating for salary and so on, right? And so, yeah, everything has to be known so that you can make an equitable agreement. And so it's just interesting. Yeah, that card is about, like putting all those cards on the table and getting all that information out there so that you can come to a proper arrangement. So that's very interesting. So yeah, I'd say it looks pretty positive for you, Rupali. Yeah. It was a yes in the next couple of days. I'll be interested to know, like, what happens. So if you want to let us know, that'd be interesting. So that's my read for you. And good luck with that. Yeah, I'm totally rooting for you. I hope you get that. And have a good weekend. And thanks for coming in. And Rupali's saying thank you. Yeah, no, Judgment. Judgment is like, Judgment talks about things like, that appropriate and timely kind of actions. So it's just interesting because, you want something very timely. You want it like by Monday, basically. You want an answer on Monday. I'm just thinking like, yeah, you want an answer Monday, but like it might, give them a few days, right? They might take they still might take a few days. But at any rate, the card did say yeah. So yeah, good luck with that. And RuPaul is saying you as well. Have a good weekend. Oh, KS is somebody new. Let me just write you down. We've got Astral Angel. Yeah, KS. Thank you. So yeah, guys, if you like your readings, if you could just give me a little thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, that'd be great. It just helps the algorithm. Yeah. Okay. So now we're on to Ashika. Ashika, were you here I think you were here last Friday and I didn't get a chance to read for you, or was that somebody else? No, Creative Arts, your turn hasn't passed. You've got 1, 2, 3 people are still ahead of you. So you've probably got depends what their questions are, but like 20, 30 minutes. Okay, and Nav, yep. So we are looking for Ashika. Ashika, if you're here, please say hi, and excuse me, if you could just post a question, that would be most helpful. That would be really helpful. And I'm just going to go back real quick here, scroll, and just see. Okay, so yeah, Ashika just said hey, but she didn't say. Okay, Ashika, I'm giving you a couple minutes here. Ashika, it's your turn. After Ashika, we have Nav. Nav, you're going to be right after that. And Nav wants a career reading for September. Okay, Ashika. Okay, I'm going to circle you and put a question mark. You're not here. If you pop in within the next, 5 or 10 minutes, I'll put you right back in after Nav. Okay, so you've still got a little bit of time here, but Nav has now pulled ahead of you. I'm going to go with Nav. So Nav wants to know career reading for September. Okay, so we're doing like a general kind of snapshot. What's up in terms of finance for Nav? So yeah, if there's any messages, if you could bring those through, that would be great. And yeah, let's see what we get. I hope you're doing well, Nav. It's nice to see you. Yeah, I forgot to say, Rupali, it's very interesting that the card's judgment, right? Because like they're looking at your stuff and they're going to judge. It's so got some pretty interesting, appropriate sort of cards there. All right, so what's going on with Nav? And we want to know specifically about, finances. So like career reading for September. All right. So what's up for Nav, and what's the career looking like there for September? Okay, so we just had a card jump out of the deck. I'm just going to put that over there. Okay. All right, so what's going on now? We're looking for like what's happening with finance in particular. But I suppose if there's any other messages that Nav needs to hear, bring those forward as well. So yeah, what's going on for Nav, and especially in terms of finance right now, that would be terrific if you could give us some insights on what's happening there. What is going on? Okay. Okay, so the card that's sort of your significator at this moment now is the, what is that? 5, 6, the 8 of Cups, and that card is like talking about like leaving stuff behind, leaving pain behind, like turning inwards, and like you've been putting yourself out there, and it's been kind of like you feel like maybe spinning some wheels a little bit, and just like not getting the traction that I'm looking for here, and kind of going, you know what, I'm done with that, and sort of turning your back on that, like you want to start afresh or start out again. The card that's floating over you is the moon, and the moon here is inverted, and I could look at that a couple different ways. One way would be that maybe part of your difficulty has been not looking for the hidden motivations, that are like taking a good look under the hood, to see like what are the real hidden motivations of the people around you, and are they something that's actually positive for you, or is it something negative? Are you dealing also with somebody that is like an energy vampire, basically, like a real energy suck? I don't know, man. There's something here about hidden addictions, or hidden motivations, hidden addictions, hidden agenda. That's the word I'm looking for. Like just maybe what you're seeing on the surface is not really everything of what's happening right now. How does that apply to finance? Well, so far I haven't seen any finance cards. I think that dealing with people or situations, because that's another thing too. It could be a situation that's been sucking you dry lately, and you're really kind of wanting to withdraw and make a change, and it's been emotionally draining, right? And that kind of thing can also affect you mentally, right? Where you're kind of a little bit in a daze, in a fog. Well, it's good to know that there's going to be some harmony and balance that's going to start popping up here for you. And that's going to help you mentally as well, so that you can become like, I don't know, more focused on your goals, what it is that you really want to do. And if it means that you're dissatisfied where you're at right now, then you got to start making some concrete plans. And that's mental activity, right? But some really concrete plans to really start making those shifts. And it's hard work for sure. The next one coming up for you, though, like in the, we're talking, I'm thinking maybe like a month or two. We've got the Ace of Cups, which is all about like ultimate satisfaction and happiness and joy. And that's emotional satisfaction, happiness. It's not necessarily with, and it's also something that maybe you haven't foreseen, or it's not something that's readily apparent. It could be something that comes all unbidden. Do you know what I mean? Unexpected, right? This unexpected happiness and joy, and just like, again, new beginnings and fruitfulness. And I'm looking at that fruitfulness in the terms of like using your creativity to manifest the things that you desire for yourself in your life, or just really shaking it and moving it and making stuff happen. But yeah, there's going to be some kind of unexpected source of joy that's very, very big, that's sitting there. Yeah, and then I think part of that as well has got to be like, if you've been feeling like this, which is like the emotional withdrawal, and like, I almost want to give up, I'm so pissed off. And this card that's in the immediate future is talking about managing those emotional managing that emotional interior water. I can't think of the right words here, but if there's some spilt milk, there's no point in crying over it, and just manage that and just let that go and focus on what you really want to do and start moving on. And then you get this, and then you get so make sure I grab the right card. Emotional success, pleasure, joy, satisfaction, which could be coming from career, right? Interestingly enough, though, we've got another card, right? And I'd said that had jumped out of the deck. And this is one of the cards. I mean, it talks about like reviving old ties, and that could be like old romance rekindling. It could also be just old friendships. Maybe you had a falling out with somebody that has really kind of bothered you. You get a chance to finally kind of look under those covers, maybe talk to them and just, really get honest or whatever and figure it out, because maybe you can still make things work out. But at any rate, the other thing about this card when I see it is that to me, this looks like, I think it's kind of linked to the unexpected happiness and joy and emotional satisfaction and fulfillment. And now here this card is, that's the one that leaped out of the deck. And I don't know, it's like meeting somebody significant that is going to actually return that emotional stuff. So instead of you feeling like I've been putting it out and nothing's coming my way, now all of a sudden you're getting it back. Flowers, romance, marriage, like really good stuff like that. So, and that's the one that came dropping out of the deck at the beginning when I was still shuffling and asking for you. So I think that's interesting. So now yes, Nav's looking to switch jobs. Thank you for that confirmation. I think it's going to go really well for you. You've got some really positive, powerful cards. Like you've got the Empress, you've got the Ace of Cups, the Two of Swords, the Five of Cups, and then the one that jumped out, which was the Six of Cups. And interestingly enough, like right now we've got just that's the other thing, right? Like feelings of bondage, feelings of being tied down, of being like a slave, being forced to do something, and it's just like it sucks and it drains you emotionally. And you want to move on out of that. So that is my read for you, Nav, and I wish you all the luck with that. And I hope it all works out for you, and that you get what you want and also what you deserve. If you're in some situation where the life is being drained out of you, I've definitely been, I've experienced that some jobs in my life too. So like I get it, and I sure hope you get out of that as soon as possible and move to something more positive. Definitely. I wish you all the luck with that. That is my read. Oh, Psychic Vampire Zane is here. He says in capitals, I have returned. Yay. So now that's my read for you. Thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate it. And it's nice to see you. It's always nice to see you. Have a great weekend. Now, I just want to check here. Nav saying thank you so much. Yeah, you're welcome. You're always welcome. And I'd really like to know, like, it seems like it's going to start turning around for you. You got to get really clear, like, if it's made you feel out of balance, try to get a little more in balance again and really focus on what you want and put it out there and start looking, focus and make it happen. Make it so. You can do it. Yep, definitely, Zane. We'll put you on the list. Let's see, SK. Okay, Nav. Actually, I'm checking what you got, SK. Nav, JRA, Creative Arts, Astral. Yep. Yes, that was confusing me. KS and then SK right after. When I first saw that, I was kind of going, because I can be a little dyslexic, right? So I'm thinking, am I just dyslexic? Like, what's going on here? Okay, so SK and then Zane. Psychic vampire. Yep, you are definitely on the list now. Okay, so Ishika, I haven't seen you yet. All right, so you're gonna oh, wait, that's a different person. Gets a little confusing here. Okay, so we've got SKS and then SK. Oh, sorry, Zane. Shika is actually one spot ahead of you. SHIKHA. Okay. I just want to make sure I spelled that right. Okay. Okay, so let's see. We're moving on to JRA if you're here. JRA, it's your turn. Scroll back through here and just see. JRA, where'd you go? So JRA, it's your turn. If you're here, if you could just post your question, that'd be great. Oh, you already did. You already posted here. What's coming towards you? Basically, you want like a, let's see, August, September, October, November, December, next 4 months. Okay. Okay. What's coming towards you until December? Okay. All right, JRA. Yeah, we're still within the first hour, so I'm gonna go ahead and answer that. And then the next person will be Creative Arts. Creative Arts, you're coming next, and then we've got Astral Angel. Okay, so JRA basically wants a snapshot looking ahead. What's up for JRA coming up for December? So I'm going to go ahead and just answer that. We've got lots of time for everybody still, everybody on the list. So, yeah. It's not even we've still got 2 hours and 15 minutes. Lots of time. Okay, so JRA wants to know what's coming up for December. So any messages? Yeah, what's up for JRA? What is up next 4 months? What is going on, JRA? JRA. Same questions for the second deck. So, yeah, what's going on for JRA coming up to the end of the year, basically, if there's any messages or, yeah, what's going on? Snapshot. Where you're at, where is it going next 4 months? Okay. Okay. Oh, Joao. Yeah, let's write you down right now. JOA. Okay. You're on the list, Joao. Okay, so where are you right now, JOA? Okay, so where are you right now, JOA? Right now, you seems like you're in a pretty good place. You are like, you're like the master of your domain. That's a good way of putting it. It's interesting that this keeps coming up in people's reads, but I'm seeing it here again, that there might be a little bit of sort of, normally you're very sharp mentally and, you know what you want, you know what your goals are, and you know how you want to go about it. You know, this is not your first time at the rodeo. You've definitely got a lot of life experience going on there. And yeah, you've been around the block a few times, right? So you're mature, you're fairly grounded in everything. And yet, you know, and that would explain why you are kind of sitting there like the king or queen of your domain right now, like in terms of making stuff happen and so on. Yeah, like all of that is there. And yet there is this sort of mental fog going on. Why? All right, so yeah, moving ahead, it looks pretty good actually. Oh, that's the other thing too. Yeah, you're sort of where you're at right now is really all about like the day-to-day affairs of, you know, getting by, making the rent, like putting food on the table, all that kind of physical sort of stuff, and manifesting things. So that could be manifesting career, friendships, and so on. And as I said, you're pretty mature and balanced, and that's probably what is contributing to your success. And yet, as you're moving ahead here, I just see more of the same, like just building and adding to those foundations that you're laying for yourself so that you can really, achieve in the future. And right now it's all about just laying the groundwork. So there's some kind of groundwork that's getting laid here. You wanted to know, I think, about like money too. Most people do. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, like I said, as you're moving ahead, wanting to realize this kind of stuff, right? We've got the work card coming up. That's this one. And yeah, so as you're moving ahead here towards the end of the year, things are unfolding really nicely for you, and you're focused on work and just making stuff happen for yourself. There's a lot of that kind of stuff, but also I'm seeing like emotional balance as well. Like just in a really, yeah, it's a really good space. And then as you get into December, that's when you're going to feel the need to, because all this time you've really been putting it out there, and like when I say you're trying to manifest, that's like material world stuff. So, day-to-day work and diligence and being clear-minded about what it is that you want. But when you come into the end of the year, you're going to want to just sort of put all that aside and just lay back and just turn within and do a bit of contemplation for yourself. Like, where am I going, and so on, and what is my plan for the future here? Yeah, it's going to be like a time of like turning inwards and thinking about the spiritual things in life, and not so much about like got to put food on the table. So yeah, that's what's coming for you, JRA, in the next 4 months as we're moving towards the end of the year. I think it's a pretty nice read. Yeah, it's nice. I don't see anything really bad. I'm not seeing any big upheavals or whatever. It just keeps proceeding really nicely for you. So yeah, you're in a good space. Enjoy. That's my read for you. Let me just tick you off. Okay, so we've read for JRA. Creative Arts, it's your turn. Oh, got Priya's in the house. Let me write your name down. Hi, it's nice to see you. Okay, so Priya. Yeah, you are added to the list. Okay, so the next person up is Creative Arts. And then after Creative Arts, we have Astral Angel. And I know Astral Angel posted their question. I just want to quickly scroll and see. I think Creative Arts, yeah. So Creative Arts wanted to know, how does my love interest feel since I pulled my energy back? Okay. Oh, thank you. Yeah, you just reposted it. Thank you. That helps me a lot, and I don't have to scrolling around. Okay, so let's go right to that. Just pick up the cards here. Okay, so Creative Arts has pulled their energy back from, I believe it was an ex. Oh no, love interest. Okay. Current love interest. So Creative Arts has pulled their energy back from current love interest, and they're wanting to know, how does that person feel about it? So I think it's also kind of the spread that we've got in mind here is the what's up for you for this other person, and then sort of what's in between there, like what's going on. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. A card just leaped out of the deck. I'm just going to put that aside for a minute. And all right. So we want to know, because he paid me no mind when I told him how I felt. Okay. All right. So what is up with this other person, and also for what's up with creative arts and how they're like, what's going on and what's going on. Okay. Oops, just a sec. There we go. And other deck, same questions. So we're looking at what's up with that person, what's up with creative, and yeah, what's going on. Just give me 1 second. Feels heavy. Almost like a headache. It feels heavy. Okay, so what's going on? Okay. Okay, so what's going on with this person? It's interesting because they've got the 2 of Cups in the center here, and I mean, that card's talking about like early stages of romance and like a balanced kind of partnership, and also like both of them are putting out emotional energy and so on. And yet, one big thing that I'm seeing here is that there's a lack of focus. And what that tells me is that there's like a lack of commitment. And that's bracketing. And then the other one is all about the money. Like they're very worried and focused on money. And so between like feeling almost, basically lack of commitment here is overshadowing this whole like union thing that's going on. And then they've got the practical sort of matters of day-to-day life going on. So that's kind of what's coming through here. And yet there is like this beginning stage. Like there, I guess what I'm trying to say is that this is not somebody that it's not so much that this person is like a really bad person. It's just that emotionally they're not there. They're not willing to make a commitment. And it's all about like the things, like guys and their toys kind of thing, like physical things, and what money can get you. And does that make him bad? I don't think so. It's just that just maybe not sure what they want at this point in their life, and immature perhaps a bit. And yeah, I don't know, like it's all about self right now. They're not thinking about anybody besides what's going on here for them and what they want. Does that make sense? Let me see. You're saying acts like I don't matter. Zane's saying living life in the fat lane. Creative Art says I give more than I get. Yeah, he has other girls he flirts with and he gives them more than me. Yeah. Well, this is very interesting. I mean, I just read that what you're saying about how he's giving other people more than he's giving you. And it's interesting because the card that's coming up for you has to do with, like feeling really bountiful, like blessings flowing, and what you're putting out is coming back, and that kind of stuff. Like there's a real reciprocity, and your cup's overflowing, and yet it's inverted. It's not happening. It should be, but it's not. he's really into the things that money can get and money can buy. And I think you're more into other things, possibly. I don't know. I don't have enough information just yet. But the other card that's coming out here that's very, very interesting has to do with judgment. And again, that's not like a negative card, but what it means is that what's the real truth of what's going on here? And recognizing that truth and taking off the might have beens and the rose-colored glasses and gee, if only kind of glasses. Like, take that stuff off and look at it with like I don't want to say hard, but it's like pragmatically, really pragmatically, as if you were your own best friend and you're looking at that situation that your bestie, which would be you, is in with this person, and really look at it. Is it balanced? Is it reciprocal? Do I want the same things that this person wants? Is this a good match? Okay. Okay. So, is it going to be like the two of us setting out on this adventure, or am I going to be doing it by myself, utilizing my own creativity and my own potential, which I have a lot of, and I'm talking about you. You have a lot of potential and so on. And instead of letting somebody else control that, in the sense, like if you're putting all your energy and attention into somebody else and you need that, what's the word? You need those affirmations, those positive affirmations from somebody else. That's maybe the thing here is that, yeah, you've got all that stuff inside. I'm also seeing here, like, there's like a lack of using your native intuition. Like, this is a skill that you have. You're a very sensitive, empathic kind of person. I think yeah, so you're saying, I guess he doesn't really care. Yeah, I'm not seeing that there's a whole lot of care. It just seems like they're like, if this guy was mature and really ready for that emotional kind of commitment, he does have the possibility that he could be a good partner for somebody. Is he necessarily a good partner for you? Well, I mean, mentally, it just seems like mentally he's not really there. And he's more interested right now in, like I said, it's all about him and, what money can get you, and just looking flash, and just, yeah, so we've got judgment here for you that's saying, like, you need to cut through the surface layers and illusions and figure out what's really going on here, and then make a reasoned and balanced decision. Really look at it, take the emotion about it and your hurt feelings and whatever, and just push that aside for a minute and just look at the situation with a real sort of a logical eye that's just real pragmatic. Is this in your best interest? Is this really what you want? Do you want to just be like another person that's dancing attendance upon somebody that's really, they could take anybody, any flower out of the bunch, that, they're just out there sniffing roses, but it's I don't know, timing here, right? And then you've also got one of you, and maybe it's him, I don't know, but it might even refer to both of you, like in the sense that with him, it could be, and by the way, it's strength. Okay. So that is talking about, every single one of us basically has like a negative part of ourselves, and that could like fall into addiction, or it could fall into just negative self-talk, oh, I'm not good enough, I don't deserve anything better. Or maybe it's all about, where's the next party, and I'm gonna go get myself a blunt, and I'm gonna, I don't know, I'm gonna just get wasted. I don't know. Did you know what I mean? Like let's party, right? And don't think about tomorrow. So like the grasshopper and the ant, and I think you would be the ant. This guy's like the grasshopper. Does that make sense? It's a kid's story. I don't know if you've heard of it. You might want to look it up. So anyway, it's also saying here that you've got all kinds of potential and stuff, and maybe you're not really acknowledging that. You're waiting for this other person's confirmation or something, and really, it starts from inside here. The other thing is that you've got lots of intuition, and intuitively, I think you know what the answer is to this, but you just wanted some kind of confirmation from outside of yourself, and hopefully you're getting that from this read. But yeah, I don't know. Is it really the right timing? Is this really the right person? Not so sure. So yeah, does that mean he's a bad person? I don't think so. I think he's just immature, and he's got different, different concepts. You want somebody like this, somebody that's willing to be there emotionally now, not as a possibility, who knows, 5 or 10 years down the road as they mature, but like somebody that's willing to be available for you now. And part of this card talks about like being comfortable inside your own skin and trusting yourself. And one of the cards that was here on the spread was what is that? The High Priestess, right? And that one is did I get that right? The High Priestess. And like I said, that one is all about trusting your intuition, right? Trusting your guts. You already know what the answers are. There's this lack of trust in self. And I think that has to do with the Strength card, right? And falling prey to predatory, negative kind of states of mind. So, I hope that helps you. I hope it resonates. And I hope that answers the question for you. Thank you so much for being here today. Thanks for being patient. Yeah, if you like your read, if you could give me a little thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. Okay, so have a great weekend, creative. Okay, Astral Angel, it is your turn. Oh, we got some people that came in. Hello. Hey, guys. So let me just see. I left off with Priya asking. Okay, yeah. So Creative Arts is saying, so I guess that he doesn't care that I'm gone. Unfortunately, I don't think so. Not really. He's out there playing the field and, enjoying the single life, and he's not willing to settle down. Maybe in the future. Yeah. You're welcome. I'm sorry. Sorry, Priya. Okay, Pooja. Yes. Okay. 1 second. Sorry, guys. Just give me 1 second here. Okay, yeah. Priya. And then Pooja. 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 And then Tajashri 888. TEJASHRI 888. And then Shelby. Hi, Shelby. And then Shelby. Oh, and then ALUCARD. Hi, Alucard. Oh, you liked and sub. Thank you so much. Yeah, it helps the algorithm. Appreciate that. And you are on the list now. Yes, you are. So SK, if you want to make a list. So we are at Astral Angel, and then KS, and then SK, and then Shika, and then Zane, Joeo, Priya, Pooja, Tajashri 888, Shelby, and then Alucard. That's what I've got. Okay, so now I know. I think Astral Angel actually had a question. Where are we for time? Okay, lots of time. Give me 1 second. I just want to... just laughing at that. Zane, he's like, I have returned. Okay. Astral Angel, where are you? Pretty sure you did write a question here. Astral Angel. Astral Angel. Astral Angel, where are you? I know I just saw your... where is it? Oh, thank you, SK. Okay, yeah, we're going to do a general read for Astral Angel. We're still doing pretty good. I think we can get to everybody in the time that's allotted. Okay, Astral Angel just basically wanted a general. Okay. Thanks, SK. I was scrolling around there and I didn't see it. Oh, Tajashri 888. Yeah, no, I did add you. You're on the list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You got 8 people ahead of you. You're probably looking at about, well, unless everybody took off. If I'm reading for all those people, then you've probably got at least an hour of a wait. So, yeah, if there's, I don't know, anything that you can do, like make dinner, or I don't know, there's something you can kill an hour with, you know, and then come back, or you can stay here. Okay. All right. So what's going on for Astral Angel? What's up, Astral Angel? Just get that out of my way. Okay, so after Astral Angel, we have KS and then SK. Okay, so that's where we're at. Okay, what's going on for Astral Angel, please? General read. Let's see what's up. All right, so what's happening right now? Okay, so what's been going on with Astral Angel? Well, I think you're in a fairly good place right now. You're feeling very kind of comfortable and secure within yourself. Like you've put a lot of effort into like developing that magical kind of occult, unseen sort of half of yourself. You've been doing a lot of work on that and really trying to focus on the things that you desire to bring into your life. And you've just been working on that kind of stuff. That's really been your foundation for quite some time. Like it's something that really holds you up because you are very interested in the unseen, right? The unseen world, the unseen life. But yeah, you're feeling kind of comfortable right now, kind of in a place of power. Like, you know, I feel like I've got a handle on things. And you've just gone through this period where there's just been a lot of, I don't know, like quite a flurry of activity around you, and like people definitely having opinions about what it is that you're doing with yourself or not doing with yourself. I'm seeing that, but that's something that seems to be passing. Oh, I spoke too soon. Nope. It's going to be picking up again. It hasn't at the moment. Yeah, it hasn't at the moment, but it's something that's going to be rearing its head again. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. I have a feeling it's like friends and family, you know, just, I'm not getting the feeling like it's people with bad intentions. It's not like that. Like you're surrounded fairly well with, you know, decent people around you, but people that care about you are going to have opinions, and they're going to, you know, they're going to be wanting to have their 2 cents. And you've been through a round like that. Well, there's another round coming up. The other card, though, that's coming through that's nice is it's the 7 of Rods. And when I see that one, to me, that one talks about like the wishing card. And that, to me, is the card that sort of indicates that you're going to start seeing a lot of things taking shape for you. Like new opportunities are going to start abounding for you. And so the things that you wish for are going to start to manifest. And as you're moving ahead, you know, keep that focus where it's always been, which is sort of on, you know, what's going on unseen, what's going on under the covers, you know, like the stuff, because, you know, there's like the surface life, and then there's the stuff that goes on under the surface, and you like to pay attention to what is going on underneath the surface as well. And that's a good thing. And yeah, you're going to continue doing that. Yep. And then as it's moving forward here, it's talking about, and again, this isn't something that's come up yet, but it's something that you're going to have to start thinking about. And that one, I don't know, there's perhaps some kind of, I don't know, new job or negotiating for salary or I don't know, something, but basically that one's talking about like getting your affairs in order. And that makes me wonder, so, what does that mean? Taxes, a lawsuit, like you're gonna drop one on somebody, or they're gonna drop something on you, or like what exactly does that mean? Don't know. It also could indicate just finally coming, like, I don't want to say, maybe I'll just say it, like finally coming out of a bit of a mental fog, or feeling like your wheels are kind of stuck. And I'm talking mentally though, like the ability to focus, basically the ability to focus yourself is going to start to come into focus. And maybe you need that to really help you get past all this kind of stuff. I've got opinions. It means like taking a stand, holding your own, standing up for yourself if that's what's required. So yeah, Astral Angel, that is my read for you. I hope you check back later and you find it and that it resonated, and I hope that it helps. And it's nice to see you. I haven't seen you in quite a while, so I hope that you're doing good. All right, so KS is next. And I did see some other people. Let's see. Okay, Alucard was the last person. Schlock. Okay, Schlock. Yeah, I will add you. SHLOK. All right, just so you know, Schlock, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 people ahead of you. Let's see, it's 10:15. All right, we're going to cut the list here. And then everybody that comes in after is on the, this was the primary list. Now we're going to go to the secondary list. Doesn't necessarily mean that you won't get in, because sometimes people on the primary, they get called away. Things happen. They're not here. So yeah, from here on, it's sort of like a might get to you, but might not. All right. So KS. I have to keep looking back because I've got KS, and then right after KS, we have SK. And it's kind of like, it's confusing. All right, so KS, are you still here? Be nice if you could put up your hand or say something. That would be helpful. KS, it's your turn. KS. Where are you here? Okay. KS says hello, new sub. All right, there it is. Current thoughts and energies of my lover towards me. So again, this one's a relationship thing. Okay. We got KS with AC. KS. Yeah, so SK, you are right after KS. So yeah, don't take off too far, okay? Yeah, so KS. KS wants to know, it's kind of like what's up with KS and what's up with this other person. Okay, I'm going to just scroll back to where their question is so that KS, where are you? There you go. Okay, current thoughts and energies of AC. Okay, so we want to know what's up with AC and also with KS and what's in between them. What's going on? All right. All right, same question. So KS wants to know about AC, like what's up with AC. And I'm saying what's also up with KS and like what's between them here is really what the question is. Okay, so okay, so KS wants to know about AC. So what is up with AC? Ooh, okay. Wow. Okay, so KS wanted to know about AC. Okay, what the current thoughts and energies of my lover towards me. So normally I would read for the other person first, KS, but in your case, because your cards are so clear, I'm going to go right to that first. So what I'm seeing here is that, like, yeah, and it kind of fits in because you're coming here and you're wanting to know, like, what is this other person's thoughts towards you. And it's very interesting because it's being reflected right here with this card. Okay, not really sure what's going on, feeling conflicted, feeling all like I'm tied up and I don't know which way to jump and I don't know what to think, and I blah, and I'm wondering what this other person thinks of me, right? And then we also have this one, right? And this one in this position is talking about you need to use your intuition and listen to your guts. What did they tell you about what the situation is, right? I'm getting the feeling like you're the one that's really insecure because what I'm seeing with your AC, or is that right? Yeah. What I'm seeing with AC's cards is that this person is very self-confident and actually very empathic and just really balanced, and they're really out there, and seeing like really positive stuff for them. And then I've got stuff here that is like saying that you're kind of confused and maybe listening to a lot of negative self-talk and feeling insecure and feeling like you need this confirmation or something from this other person in order to feel good about yourself, when feeling good about yourself starts from inside. And yeah, like, really be honest with yourself and really like look under the covers and understand what your hidden motivations are. So it's not really about that person so much as it is about you. Does that make sense? And you want to be clear about stuff. I understand that. Some of it, though, is going to have to actually be turned around on you so that you can look at what's going on with you and, like, why are you feeling this insecure? Let's turn over these cards and see. You know what? I think that this is a lot of insecurity on your part. The stuff between, well, we've got the World. There's all kinds of potential and possibility here. We've got the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is all about two people. Well, that's part of the symbology, right? Two people that are gazing into each other's eyes, and like what that is talking about has to do with, if you're putting yourself emotionally out there, the other person's willing to meet you halfway. So yeah, don't be panicky. Don't fall prey to like, oh my gosh, what if this, what if that? Just be like a little more self-confident. Like, I think that there's some self-confident issue here that's going on with you, not with this other person. This other person is actually very balanced and really confident. And yeah, that's what it's showing. And then the other card here, and that has not manifested itself as of yet between the two of you, but is this one, right? That one's pointing towards, successful financial kind of a future together that's shared. So prosperity being shared with a partner. I don't know. It actually looks, KS, it actually looks quite positive. But yeah, the feeling I'm getting here is that the insecurity is coming from your side. And you want to be careful with that, because if you come across as really insecure where you're sort of hanging on too hard, for example, or questioning that other person's commitment to you constantly, or always looking for validation and proof that they care, to the point where it actually makes them go, you know what, like, you could actually drive somebody away. So you don't want to do that. So yeah, just try to be a little more self-confident. I think that you've actually got a good potential here with this person. So yeah, don't sabotage yourself. Okay, that's the message, and that is my read for you. And thank you so much for waiting, and I hope you get this, and I hope it resonates. I hope it helps you. SK, it's your turn, baby. And then after SK, I've got Shika, And then Psychic Vampire Zane, who's always tons of fun to read. He asks interesting questions. Not that you guys don't, but I mean, his questions are always really different. Okay. All right. So we've got SK. Oh, Alucard wants to know. Okay. Hang on, you guys. Okay, so KS wasn't here, but that was the read. And we're going to read for SK. Let's see. I left off at Schlock. Okay. And Alucard wants to know how many other people are ahead of me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 people are ahead of you. So you probably got at least an hour. Some people, though, they get called away. But yeah, wow. This is what the list looks like right now, and yeah. Okay. Okay, so SK wants to know how their exam for this place went yesterday, and are they going to get? Is it going to be enough to get them into this college that they want to get into? Okay. Alucard, if you want to post your question, it's a quick yes or no, just post it now and I'll scroll back to it later. Okay, and that way, you know, because yeah, I can't just put you ahead of everyone else like that. But I will, but yeah, post a question. Post your question and I'll get to you on here and I'll give you the yes, no. All right. And if I run out of time, you got your question posted, I'll post the answer in the comments below this video. Okay, so you will get an answer. Okay, so. Okay, Alucard, I will definitely answer that for you, okay? You're welcome. Sorry, I'm just thinking. Okay, so SK wants to know, are they going to be able to get in? Like, is that exam that they did the other day basically enough to get them in? Okay, Joao is back. Hey, Joao. Let's see, where are you here? 1, 2, 3. You got 3 people left ahead of you, Joao, and then it's going to be your turn. Okay, so yeah, SK wants to know if they did enough with that exam. Is that going to get them into what they want? Yes or no? Yes. Whoop. Yes or no? Okay, I'm gonna look. Yes or no? Yes or no? Was the result? Excuse me. Was the results of that exam that SK took sufficient to get them into what it is that they're trying to get into? Basically. All right. Yes. Of course, that one is, you know, the Chariot is all about like forward momentum and really using every skill and physical ability and all your concentration and your will, focusing on the goal before you and driving ahead, like really, really trying to get to that goal. And the Chariot is also a yes. So, all right. That's what that one says. We're just going to check with the other deck. I just want to see. Okay. Okay, so SK. Yeah, and the other thing about, like back in the ancient days when they had charioteers, that was a very dangerous sport, right? And it took a lot of strength and mental agility and quick thinking, quick-wittedness in the moment. You had to really be grounded in the moment and be able to react decisively, timely. Every bit of skill and mental focus went into what they did. And so in order to reach that goal, which should have been the finishing line. And so, yeah, you got to think about that stuff as well. Yeah. So this is all kind of, I think, commenting on, what's been going on for you. You put everything you could into that exam, and now you're just on pins and needles and hoping, yes, yes, I want to get in. Yes. So, all right. So it's looking good from that deck. Let's see what the other deck has to say. And SK, same question for you. I'm talking about the deck now. I'm talking to the deck. Okay, so is what they did for that exam, is that enough to get them through so that they can get in where they needed to go? Is it, Let me get the Lovers. So the Lovers is a yes. That one, the message from that one is to trust in yourself. Trust in the universe that it's going to bring you what it is that you need and desire. And, where you put your energy and attention is what you're going to manifest. So you want to continue to try to visualize the best possible outcome for yourself and also for, people around you, right? It's not about running roughshod over everybody else in order to get what you want. I'm not saying that's how you think. I don't think it is. I'm just saying it's like an explanation for other people that are looking at that Lover's card, right? It's not about that. It's more about sort of trusting in yourself and your own intuition and where you're going, and just feeling very comfortable and grounded, and feel like that winner because you are that winner. So yeah, that's my read for you. And yeah, so both decks said yes, you're going to get in. So yeah, I wish you all the best. I hope you do. I hope you get in. It's nice to see you. Thank you so much for your help. Thanks for, being here. And thanks for being so patient and everything, waiting your turn. And, I know it's could probably be frustrating waiting. And you're like going, hurry up. I want my read. Okay. So yeah, I appreciate you and have a great weekend. And SK saying, yeah, thank you. Actually, I've got Shikha, Shikha, and then I've got Psychic Vampire. So yeah, SK saying thank you. You are so welcome as always. And yeah. So hi Ash, let me put you down here. You are on this secondary list. There's a certain sort of cutoff point that I have to come to where it's just like the chances are now like it's not 100% yes that you're going to get a read. But do not despair, because a lot of times what ends up happening is that people off of this primary list walk away, or maybe they get called away, right? Or they get tired of waiting, or maybe they get distracted, or somebody rang the door or whatever, right? And they're not there because at this point, I'm about halfway right now. And so, yeah, I'm at the halfway point. So now I'd really appreciate it if people were here when I read. Sometimes at the beginning, if you're not here, but you've posted your question, I'll answer it. Anyway, I'm babbling. All right, so Shikha. Hey, Hardika. Hi from India. Hey, how's it going? Okay, Demi. Demi, I've put your name down. Yep, and we will write Hardika Patel. Okay, yep. Oh, and guys, yeah, if you like your read, if you could just give me a thumbs up, and maybe subscribe, that helps the algorithm. So I'd appreciate that. Okay, so Shikha, it is your turn. Okay, so yeah, and also as the comments get longer and longer, it's harder and harder for me to keep scrolling back. And that's the other reason why I want you to show up and say, yes, I'm here, and then repost your question. But anyway, trying to manage the lineup here. Okay, so I know I saw Shika here. I don't think that they actually asked a question though. Where did you go? Where did you go? Shika. Oh, yeah. Shika just said, hi, can you add me? Okay. Demi says, how many people are still on the list? Okay, well, first of all, Shika is not here. All right, so I'm going to circle. See, and for you guys that just came in, this is what happens sometimes. You know, people get called away, whatever. They're not here when I call their name. So I circle their name, put a little question. If Shika shows up by the time before like I've finished with the next person after Shika, then I'll put them back in right away. Otherwise, I'm going to have to keep going. Okay, so Zane, Psychic Vampire, hope you're here because you're up. You're up. Okay, and then Demi, let's see, Demi wants to know how many people are ahead. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 more people ahead of you on the primary list. Then at that point, I closed that list, and now we're on the secondary list, and there's 1 person ahead of you there. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 9 people in total, Demi. Aha! Okay, Psychic Vampire's here. All right, wants a general read. Let's do it. Hope you're doing well. Alright, so we're doing a what's up for Zane and Psychic Vampire. So Joao posted his question. That's good. All right, so what's up for Zane? What's going on? We want a general read. I just want to do a snapshot for you. Okay, so what's going on for Zane? What's happening now and moving ahead in the next couple months? And also other deck, second deck. All right, so somebody named Numero al Infinito. You're saying Spanish. I'm not really sure what that means. Maybe you're asking if I speak Spanish. If that's what you're asking me, no, I don't. I'm going to read for you in English. Okay, so we want a general read for Zane. What's up? What's, any messages, anything, what's going on, and also moving forward. Next couple months kind of thing. What's going on? Okay. Okay, so what's going on right now? I think it's actually looking really good, Zane. I do. Okay, so the significator for you, like where you're at right now, Zane, is the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, and like what I'm getting from that is that in terms of your finances, is actually looking fairly rosy. And you're going to need some finances. You're going to need positive finances so that you can move ahead with the plans that you want to make. there seems to be an awful lot of activity around you right now. And by that, I kind of mean like a flurry, a bustle of activity. Like before it was always hurry up and wait, hurry up and wait. And right now it's looking like, you know what, the waiting is starting to end here. And now it's like things are starting to bustle and things are starting to move. And people around you have got opinions, like, and they're voicing them. And it might be some, I don't know. I'm thinking debate. I don't really think it's necessarily like, I don't think it's necessarily a negative thing. That's the 5 of Rods, by the way. Part of that also has to do with like having faith in your own ability to compete, and just be careful that you don't have too many irons in the fire, like too many things going on. You know, you want to try and maintain a bit of balance there. But yeah, like just being assertive what it is that you want, and don't let people suck off too much energy in terms of like, you know, lots of irons in the fire to the point where you're good at a lot of things but not outstanding at one thing, kind of thing, if that makes sense. It's interesting because it goes from the 5 of Rods into the immediate future here, which is talking about again, and it's rods as well. And now you've moved from the 5 to the 7. So, you know, the 5 was talking about listening to yourself. The 7, it has to do with like awakenings and like new opportunities coming up and spiritual kind of awakenings and stuff. And also it has to do with just really holding your own against all odds. People might have their opinions and whatever, but instead of it being like this, where it's like, and you're being surrounded, now you're up above it and just like, you know, standing up for yourself, for whatever it is that, you know, you want to believe in and where you want to go and so on, and how you're going to get there. You're making those decisions, and it's not somebody else making it for you. It's interesting. You've got the Hierophant as well here showing up, right? And I'm just not sure. That one is like a bedrock thing. I'm wondering. It's in a bedrock position, I think, because, okay, it's like the difference between as a Satanist, where you have your direct connection to your God, or who you perceive as gods, as opposed to the Hierophant, who is like the mediator between you and the gods, or your God, or you know what I mean, like whatever it is that you're venerating. It's like that's a big part of your life, and I think that's why it's showing up in the grounding position. So that's something that you're bringing along with you, is just like your faith and your beliefs, and that's also something that's kind of holding you up and sustaining you. So as you're moving ahead, you know, you're going to start more and more like standing up for yourself, and the other cards that's showing up here, one of them, I think that one is just warning about, again, like to remember, like to stay focused on what it is that you're struggling to attain, like where it is that you're trying to go. Focus on that. The way that this card, and it's the King of Swords, it's inverted, so it's talking about a bit of a lack of focus moving ahead. And yet, you know, the other card that's bracketing you there is the Sun, and I mean that one is all about like victory and attainment. So there's one that, okay, so you know, you're moving ahead, you're standing up for yourself, you're moving ahead. Your spiritual beliefs is something that really sustains you, and yet at the same time there's some kind of confusion and sort of murkiness around it as well. There's some clarity that needs to be found there moving ahead, and yet, you know, you've got this really powerful source of energy that is helping you as well, and that would be the Sun, right? And the Sun is all about just like really positive life force, and there's nothing more powerful than that light energy, than that Sun, right? And that is sort of in the position where it's like literally shining over you. So it's almost It's almost like, to me, reading like something's protecting you. There's stuff that might be trying to mentally confuse, but there's also something there that is sort of protecting you. And then as you're moving ahead, then you get to the Page of Pentacles, and well, Pentacles is cash, right? And so we're talking about just positive forward manifestation and just really making stuff happen for yourself. I mean, the page is part of the Royal Arcana, right? So this is not, it's not like a 2 or a 3 where it's just the beginning of the journey. It's more like a culmination, like it's building up to a culmination of a journey. Yeah. Oh, interestingly enough, it also, the Page of Pentacles talks about like new educational opportunities coming your way. And I do recall that you were asking about that before. Yeah. And just, you know, that persistence pays off for you. So yeah, that is my read for you. I'd say it looks pretty positive. And yeah, thank you so much for being here, Zane. I really appreciate you. And yeah, I hope that resonated, and I hope that that helps. And it's very nice to see you as always. Okay, Joao, you are up next. And then I've got Priya and then Pooja. Okay. So I know Joao. Joao was just here. Let me just pick up my cards. Oh, and Psychic Vampire saying thank you. You're welcome. Let me just grab my pen again. Okay, so I left off at Hardika. I've got Demi. Joao posted his question. Yeah, what's coming towards you in terms of your professional path? Okay, awesome. Okay, so I don't know if Numeros is actually wanting to get a read, but I'll put you down. Numeros. And then J. Marie Phoenix. She's saying, hi there. Hi. I see you. I'm writing down your name. And yes, I added your name. Yeah, you are welcome. All right. So let's get moving here. All these people are waiting, and I got to get through, try my best. I'll try my best to get to you. It's going to depend, though, I think, because we are coming up to the top of the second hour, and it goes for 3 hours. And you've got, and I'm talking to J. Marie here, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people ahead of you. If they're all here, because at this point, if you're not here, I'm gonna jump you and go to the next person that is, because we gotta make it count here. And Schlock, yep, you're here. Schlock, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people ahead of you. You are here. Okay, so Joao wants to know what's coming. So Joao wants to read in terms of his professional path, like what's going on. Okay, so what is coming up for Joao in terms of finance? I would think manifestation. So we're talking rods. We're talking pentacles. That kind of stuff. So yeah, what's coming up for Joao in terms of finance, in terms of manifestation? And if there's any other messages that want to come through for Joao, that would be useful for him. If you could bring those through as well, that'd be great. And we're on to the second deck. Same question. Joao just wants to know what's coming up in terms of finances, any messages, that sort of thing. That would be helpful. And it'd be great. Let's hear them. Let's hear it. So yeah, what's going on, Joao? What is up? What's up, Joao? Okay, so 1 second. Just hmm. Okay, so it's really interesting, Joanne, the cards that are here for you today. First of all, the one that's kind of the stepping in for you and representing for you as to like it's like a snapshot where you are at this moment. We've got the Queen of Rods, right? And that's all about sort of being the king or queen of your hearth, your home, taking care of business, manifesting the money, putting the food on the table, all that kind of stuff. Like you're comfortable. You're not like scrambling and struggling and really financially hurting at this moment. You're feeling pretty confident. It's interesting because yeah. It's interesting because you're actually coming to the end of a cycle right now, and you're about to start a new phase of your existence. I just get the feeling it's almost like I don't know, as that part of your life kind of is moving into the past, and now you're sort of, like I said, leveling up and moving into another phase of your existence, and you're looking back on that. It's kind of like a moment of like spiritual awakening or something too. Like there's something spiritual that's going on. It's just interesting. It's very interesting. Some of that change might have been forced upon you as well. And I think it's also like the death of sort of some negative self-views and negative attitudes that might have held you back in the past, that sort of thing. Like you're looking back at all on that and kind of going, wow, like, I've really grown. And yeah, I'm seeing that. As you're moving ahead, the thing that's upholding you is sort of that love of new challenges, and you're just raring to go and get out there and kind of roar like the lion, and just get out there and just really make stuff happen. And very powerful. Like there's just a lot of super good manifestation. And when I say that, I'm talking about, if you need money, you're going to find it. If you need to get a place to live, you'll find it. Like stuff comes to you. That's what I mean when I say manifesting. You're manifesting really powerfully at this point in time. You've also got the sun. It's interesting. The sun showed up again in the same position that it did for Zane, which is interesting. And once again, it's like this bright light that's kind of shining over your life. And it signifies things like victory and attainment and joy in all things and the power of positive thinking and just really powerful life force energy that's really looking out for you and moving you along, which is going to be good because you might be suffering a little bit of heartache moving in the immediate future. Like there's going to be, I don't know, perhaps that has to do with just, you want to have that ultimate joy and satisfaction and happiness with somebody. I don't know. Maybe you are dating somebody, but you feel like it's not really working out. Maybe that's something that's going to be coming, I don't know, to an end. I don't know. It's also it's the Three of Swords, by the way, and part of that, when I see that, yeah, I do think of like heartache, but it's also got to do with like a very profound sort of transformation through knowing yourself, and so at one point we've got here like, loving the challenges, loving that zest for life and really wanting to move ahead, and then, like I said, profound change in self transformation through knowing yourself. And maybe this is a process that you're going through. You're going to also, as you're moving ahead, that sort of super clarity of mind and focus is just going to keep coming more and more into focus for you as you're moving ahead. There might be some rough spots where, it's not going to be just this beautiful climb. You're going to have some bumpy spots. And I think part of that is possibly some heartache over a romance, but also moments of self-doubt. I mean, you're human, right? You're going to have some moments of like confusion and self-doubt, but don't let that discourage you. I think you're on the right path here and you're doing great. So yeah, Joao, that is my read for you. I hope it resonated. I hope it helps for you. I hope it helps you. You know, I wish you all the best moving forward. And yeah, if you guys, if you like your read, you know, just give me a little thumbs up, okay? And maybe subscribe if you want. It helps the algorithm. Okay, so let me just... Okay, so the next person up is Priya. Oh, and then... Okay, so Priya has posted. I better make sure that... I only wrote Priya, but you've got Priyanka Thakur. You might be a different person. I just want to make sure. Okay. All right, Sunblah, Nav, yep, JRA, yep, Nikki, yep, Creative Arts, Astral Angel, yes, KS. Sorry guys, but you know, I have to check here. Okay, Shikara, who disappeared. Okay. Priya. Oh, there you are. Priya. Yeah, Priya is a different person. Okay. Maybe added to the list. Okay. Yeah, and you are on the list. Priya, it is your turn right now. It's your turn. Okay. Okay. Priyanka, Priyanka, and then Reena, and then Jen Zen Room. Okay. All right. Hi guys. Hi to all the new people that just came in. I just wrote your names down on the secondary list. There's quite a few people still ahead of you. Okay. We're almost to the top of the second hour, and then after that, there's one more hour to go. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's 14 people now on the list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we've got 6 people on the primary, and then from there it becomes the secondary list. Sometimes, you know what, people on the secondary list, you still get in because people on the primary get called away. So don't despair yet. It doesn't mean you're not going to get a read. It just means that it's a little bit more iffy. Okay, so Priya, if you are here, I'm not seeing you. How about Pooja? See, this is what happens, right? Sometimes people get called away. So I'm going to circle Priya and put a question mark. Not here when I'm calling. Okay, so Pooja, it's your turn. Pooja, it's your turn. Pooja, you gotta say hi. You gotta post your question. Okay. The next person after Pooja is Tejashri 888, and then after that is Shelby. Okay, so yeah, Pooja. If Pooja is here, gotta say hi. Okay, so guys, on the secondary list, like I said, sometimes people disappear. Okay, so yeah, going once, going twice. Okay, Pooja is being circled with a question mark because you weren't here. So Tejashri. Oh, and Shelby's here. Perfect, you guys. Okay, so we're going to move on to Tejashri 888 and then Shelby. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, Tejashri is saying, when Ash K will contact me, how will he So you basically want to know when this person is going to get back to you and how long might you be waiting before he actually confesses that. So you get the feeling that this person is got more than just friendship towards you, or maybe you already know that, but you're just waiting for them to admit it, and you're wondering how long is that going to be. Okay, right. So how long is it? How long does Tej, it's easier for me to pronounce, I hope you don't mind. How long is Tej going to have to wait for this person to get back to them and finally say, yes, I like you too. I'm romantically attracted to you too. So will it be in the next month, next 4 weeks? It won't be in the next 4 weeks. Got the moon. The moon is all about like what's going on. It's interesting because you want to know like what's going on. And the moon is all about, well, what's going on under the covers, like the hidden motivations, like, you know, what makes people tick, and that's what you want to know. Like, when is this person going to just own up and say like, yeah, I really like you. So not in the next 4 weeks. So now we'll go 6 weeks. All right. So the first deck is kind of going in the next 4 weeks, maybe. It's interesting. You've got the moon and you've got the hermit right now. The hermit would be talking about like turning inwards and seeking the answers from within and trusting your own intuition. And the moon is also talking about like trusting your own intuition and trying to find out like what it is that's hidden, which is what you're trying to find out right now. You want to know, like, does this person, how long is it going to take for this person to finally just say, yeah, I really like you as well? I'm kind of getting the feeling, is it like you've got to take that initiative instead of waiting on them? So I said, you know, you want to take that initiative, and I get this. And that's interesting. And then the other one is this. And the sun, by the way, is a yes. And I just said to you, you know, well, maybe you might want to consider you take the initiative. Maybe you just need to have a sit down with this person and say, listen here, you know, I'm just going to be honest. I really like you. I like you more than just friends. Like, why don't we, is that something you'd be open for? You know, what do you think? And just take that bull by the horns. You know, if it means that much to you, then just go for it, you know, surmount that barrier. And yeah, sometimes you got to take the initiative. And some people really like that, you know, especially if it's unexpected. Okay, so Tej, that is my read for you. Yeah, it seems to me that you might want to ask him, like, just be upfront. And you know what, at least then you will know, you know, should I waste any more time or not, and just cut right to the heart of it and find out. So that's your read. And yeah, good luck with that. It's nice to see you. Thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate that. And I hope that read helps you. So Shelby wants to know, where is my and V's connection going? Okay, so you want to know, if I'm reading that correctly, you want to know, Tej is saying thank you. You're welcome. J. Marie Phoenix, who's left on the list? I'm gonna read for Shelby now, and then we've got Alucard, who has just a quickie yes no, and then we're going to Schlock, and then Ash, and then Demi, and then Hardika, and then Numeros, and then you, J. Marie Phoenix. So, and that also answered Hardika's. Yeah, you know what? It's coming up quicker. It's coming up quick because we jumped a few people. Okay. I hope that answered your questions. Martha. Hi, Martha. You're somebody new. Let me just see. Hang on. Gen Zem room. Okay, there you are. Gen Zen room. And we've already got Hardika. Yes, we do. Tej, we just read for you. Shelby, I'm going to read for you next. Don't worry. Demi's already list. Yeah. Okay, Martha. Okay. And then Rashmi. Neela. Okay. Is that everybody? Oh, Hadia. Okay. So Demi's asking me, when I do my readings, do I use psychic abilities? I would say it's like, half-half, because you have to have a basic understanding of what each card is representing, but it's not just about like looking at a book and seeing what each one means, because it's also about like how the layout is going and how those cards sort of influence one another. And yeah, sometimes it's stronger than at other times. And when it's at its strongest, I'll start getting all these major energy rushes, and I'll know that I'm really hitting it on the nail at that point. Yeah. And so the psychic part comes because like information sometimes like just starts coming, and I just have to just say it. Yeah, so it's I'd say it's like half. Okay. So Hadia, you are on the list. I can't guarantee that I'm going to get to the people at the end of the list. We're just starting now into the last hour. So we've got about 53 minutes or something left. Okay, so Shelby wants to know. Sorry, Shelby, I'm making you wait here. Okay, so Shelby wants to know about what's going on with V, what's going on with Shelby, and sort of what's going on between the two of them, right? Like, where's that connection going? All right, so okay, so what is going on for Shelby? What's going on for V? What's sort of the connection here? Like, what's going on? So we want to also know what's up for V, not just for Shelby. All right. I just want to ask the other deck real quick for an extra little bit from them. If there's anything that they want to add, same sort of question. What's going on for V? What's going on for Shelby? Oh, we got new people coming in, you guys. I'll write your names down after I've read for Shelby here, but I gotta say that like we've got 50 minutes or something left on the stream, and there's a lot of people now on this list, so I almost don't even want to put down any more names because I really don't think I'll be able to get to everybody. So if you really need a reading, I would suggest coming and getting here within the first hour. It's a 3-hour live stream. Everybody that shows up in the first hour is pretty much guaranteed they're going to get a read, I would think, is how it's been working out. Unless, of course, you take off. You're not here when I call you, but okay, so what is up for Shelby? What's going on here? All right. Okay, so what's going on with V? Well, V is really just paying a lot of attention to taking care of the business, and just moving ahead. And it's all about making stuff happen out there in the world, manifesting. So we're talking about if they need money, they make it happen. If they need a new job, they make it happen. Whatever it is that they need, they'll make it happen. And things are happening for them. And other people look to them and they go, wow, that's a really positive example. That's somebody that I could get behind. Like that. This V person's doing very well in terms of like money and manifesting. Are they really paying attention to their spiritual side? Not so much. There's a bit of lack of balance there going on for them. Yeah, they need to listen to their gut more. Balance that energy flow a little bit. It's all about the money, and it's all about like where that's going, like, and how do I make this happen, and how do I make that happen? So we're talking about, it's all about physical reality and not so much about like what's going on under the surface for this person. So that's where that person's at. And then for Shelby, seeing a little bit of mental confusion. Like normally you're really sharp and you're really acute, but for some reason, I don't know why, but like I'm not seeing it. But I don't know. There's some, excuse me. Can I just sip of water? Yeah, there's a bit of mental fog going on right now, and you're not really clear. And that could be just because you're really focused on that other person, and they're not being very clear. And so you're kind of going, oh, I don't know what to think. I'm not sure. The other message coming through here is that you really listen to yourself. It's interesting. Okay, so we've got some mental fog happening. On the one hand, the message coming through is, you know what, like don't cry about stuff that isn't happening. Like if it's not happening and it's spilt milk at this point, then don't cry about it. Just manage those emotional priorities. The other card's talking about like new beginnings in romance. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's a mixed message or if it's more about if there's some past baggage that's been holding you back in terms of like where this new okay, maybe it's not so new, but this relation with V, like where it's actually going and so on. If that kind of stuff is holding you back, maybe it's time to kind of go manage that stuff and drop it, and kind of move ahead into this future with this person in, I don't know, without all that baggage. Does that make sense? Okay. So what's between them here? Wow. Okay. So what have we got between them? Well, there's a lot of activity going on. There's a lot of people with a lot of different opinions. I don't know if that's about you and that person's relation or what, but there's just a bustle of activity going on. And I've also got, the Lovers, right? So, that could be just really feeling comfortable in your own skin. Yes, that's what the Lovers card really stands for. But I'm also thinking in this instance here, it's kind of looking like physically you guys really connect. And also mentally you also really can connect. And that's a good thing. Because I think that you're somebody that it's not enough to just like physically connect. I mean, how many ways can you have sex? Like, if there's nothing else, nothing that stimulates this, that gets really old and tired. So it's actually a really good thing. You've got like mental stimulation that's going on as well. So, let me see. Yeah. see. Shelby says, yes, thank you. Yes. Listen to myself. Yep. And that's very true. Okay. Yeah. Cause that is my read for you. Is this V person a bad person? No, I don't think so. It seems like, there's a lot of stuff, a lot of activity, this is somebody that very magnetic, they can really draw a lot of people to them. There's lots of activity happening and some of that spills over and you participate in that as well. I'm just seeing like a good physical connection, good mental connection. Maybe it's time to let some of that old baggage and insecurity go and drop it and try to start over in that sense. Anyway, that's my read for you. Thank you so much, Shelby, for being here. It's nice to see you as always. Have a great weekend. I'm going to move right along because we've got a big lineup. So now Alucard had a quick yes, no. So we're going to do that for him. Okay, hang on. Yeah. And then right after that, we're going to Schlock, if you're here. And then if Schlock's not here, we're going to go right to Ash. And then we've got Demi and then Hardika. Okay, so that's where we're at. And at that point, we are into the secondary list. Hi, PS. Hi, Tushar. I'm really sorry, you guys, but I'm not actually going to take any more names down at this point, just because I'm running out of time. You're there in the comments section, so your name is there. And if by some miracle for you, everybody between you and your read, they all disappear and suddenly I can go to you, you're still here on my comments. And so, yeah, I'll totally, at that point, I'm going to try and get to as many people as I can, Okay, so Alucard. Hey, J. Marie, thank you so much for helping me with the list. I really appreciate that. That helps. Tushar saying, hi, beautiful. Thank you. Hi. Okay, hang on. Alucard. I know he just asked a really quick yes, no. It was very, very quick. So let me just get over there. Alucard. Can you guys help me look for Alucard? They had a quickie question. Alucard, where are you? Yeah. Oh, hi, Empress 22. Hi there. Hi guys. I'm just scanning around for Alucard. I know that they had a really quick yes, no. I'm trying to get to them quickly and then we'll move on. Come on. Where is it? Alucard. Where are you? Alucard. I'm making everybody wait while I look for this. I'd feel bad about that. Just Alucard. Oh, there you are. Okay. Alucard just wants to know if their business is going to be private soon. Okay. So, yeah. I'm just going to quickly do that right now. Okay. So Alucard wants to know if their business is going to be private soon. Yes, no. Okay. Alucard wants to know if the business is going to be private soon. I need a yes or no, please. I need a yes or no. Alucard just wants to know if their business is going to be going private soon. Okay, this deck will not answer. Hang on. Okay. You did get the Page of Rods, and the Page of Rods is all about moving ahead and new opportunities. And I'm going to take that as a positive indication. It's not a very clear yes or no, though, that's for sure. Let's ask the other deck real quick. All right, so Alucard wants to know if they're taking that business private soon. Yes or no? Yes. We got the Chariot. Chariot is all about focusing on that which you desire and driving towards it with every ounce of energy and skill and commitment that you possess. So I think that's positive. That's a positive answer for you. Yeah, so when your Wi-Fi comes back on, you'll get that answer, okay? And I hope it helps. It's nice to see you. Let's cross you off, and we're going to go to Schlock. If you're here, it's your turn. Let's go right down here. Now, at this point, yeah. So Schlock just wants to know, will my connection with Vidisha work out? So Schlock just wants to know if their connection is going to work out. That's a quickie yes, no. And then we're on to Ash and then Demi. Okay. So yeah, things are starting to move here. We're almost into the secondary list. Still got 40 minutes. Okay. So Schlock just wants to know if their connection with V is going to work out. Yes, no. Yes? Yes. Just got to ask the other deck. I just want to know what the other deck says. I would just laugh so hard if the Lovers comes up again. Okay, so Ash wants to know if that connection with V is going to work out. Ash wants to know, yes or no, that connection's going to work out. Yes or no? Yes or no? Need a clear yes or no? I get the feeling this deck's kind of going, you already got like a really clear yes. But I just want to see. I just want to see what this other deck will say here. Come on. Yes or no? What is that? The other deck was Judgment, and that was that's a yes as well. And Judgment, interestingly enough, has to do with like really cutting through illusions and just getting down to the heart of the matter and figuring out, like, is this, I'm getting the feeling it's like, yeah, well, you know, if you want something to work out with somebody, you got to be really clear about what it is that you want and what your deal breakers are and what you're looking for. And then if that's compatible with the other person, then they'll be like, yeah, that sounds good. Let's do that. It's all about communication, open, honest communication. And I think that is going to be key for you guys as well. So yeah, good advice there from the deck. So Schlock, that's your answer. And yeah, thanks for being patient. All right, Ash. Shelby's saying he's not a bad person. I don't think I said he was a bad person. Yeah, I don't think I said he was. Did I? I don't think I did. I'll have to go back and listen. Demi's saying, tell me when I should post my question. I think you should go ahead and post it now, Demi. Yeah. Okay. So, Ash, if you're here, it's your turn. So, yeah. Ash, it's your turn. Can you hear me? Okay, we're gonna circle Ash with a question mark, and we're gonna move on because Demi is here, and we don't want to waste any time. All right. So Demi wants to know, I'm interested in getting to know this girl. I want to know what's the best that I could do. What's the best way to approach this person? So, Hey, Deepak. Deepak saying, hey. Okay. So I'm trying to think how to word that. I want to know what's the best I could do to get to know her. So Demi wants to know what's the best way to get to know this person that they like. Does the deck have any suggestions? Yeah. All right. So we had a couple cards jump out. Interesting. All right. So we had a couple cards jump out. One of them was this. That's talking about being honest, just being like just straight up and honest. Approaching them. And that's not in like a, hey, I really like you, or you know what I mean? Like, it's just a very like, just engage them with conversation, engage them with things that they're interested in, you know. People think you're interesting when you're interested in them, right? So, you know, engage them in conversation, but listen, let them do the talking. Don't you do all the talking. Just let them talk and show interest in what it is that they're interested in. You don't need to force yourself or really try too hard. Just be an honest, just come across as really genuine, comfortable within your own skin, like somebody that's approachable, you know, and willing to be honest. The other thing is like that I'm getting here is that you might have a bit of a tendency to, I don't know, because that card's talking about like trying to be a lot of things for a lot of different people and spreading your energies too thinly. So I'm thinking that could lead to coming across as a little bit scattered, a little distracted, you know, like, so for example, if you're out with this person, you say that you've asked them out for supper and you're out with this person and your cell phone rings, turn it off. Don't, you know what I mean? Like, give your attention to this person and really make them feel special. I think that is going to be a great way to approach them here. That's kind of what the cards are getting at. It's also saying like that, I don't know, I'm just seeing like you may have a bit of a mental baggage from past letdowns or hurts or whatever, and just try not to bring that forward with you when you're trying to get to know this person, if that makes sense. Yeah, let me see, what's Demi saying? Yeah, Demi's just saying, yeah, just be yourself. Just be yourself and you know, be positive and be interested in them and start talking to them and find out about them. And when they start to talk, don't interrupt them. If they tell you a story, you don't need to give them a story that sort of is like, oh, well, let me tell you this one. It's even better. You know what I mean? Just like, let them talk and just be truthful and honest and be yourself and just be approachable, and don't come off like you're really scattered or like you're not paying attention to them. Or like I said, you know, if you're out there really trying to be a lot of things for a lot of different people and your phone is going, just pull it out and turn it off and go, sorry about that, and put it away again and continue. Now, what were you saying? And go right back to them, kind of thing, you know? I think that there's a little bit too little of that in the world nowadays. Everywhere I look, I see people, even when they're out on a date together, they both have their cell phones out and they're both like, they're not even looking at each other and they're playing with their phone. Like, what kind of connection is that? You know, I don't know. Kind of, so yeah, like, you know, be in the moment, right? Be in the moment with that person. Anyway, let me see. Okay, you're saying in chat she seems so cold for now. I couldn't talk to her. I think in person is going to be a lot better. Absolutely. You see, the problem when you're just in chat with somebody is that you never really know, because you don't have any vocal inflections. You don't have their faces to look at. It's easy to misunderstand somebody when all you're looking at is text. definitely just, you got to meet somebody in person and look them in the eyes and figure out, if this is somebody that's compatible, or if I'm feeling good energy or good vibes, that kind of thing. And yeah, I'm definitely a big believer in, like, you need to do that in person. You can't do that in text. It's just, please. Yeah. So yeah, I would want to meet this person if it was me. Okay. So well, and you say you don't know her a lot, and that's why you want to know her. Well, again, make it about them. People will find you interesting if you're interested in them. That's like an old bit of advice that, somebody gave to me once, right? And it's true. Be interested in them and let them talk about what it is that interests them, and ask them some questions and listen, and give them a chance to talk. Anyway, that is my read for you. I hope that helps. I hope that resonated for you. I hope it helps. And yeah, we're going to move on here. We got to go. All right. So so Hardika, you are next. And I think I just saw you post something. Let me see. Hardika, there you are. Oh, wait, no, you were repeating somebody else's question. Hardika, where are you? Okay. Yeah, you're asking when's your turn. Yeah. Okay. Can I ask? Yes, you can ask. Hardika, can you post your question if you didn't post it already? Let's see, you're asking if you're on the list. Yes, you are. You say you're too sweet. Thank you very much. That's kind. Hardika, when's my turn? When's my turn? Okay. Hardika. Oh, there you are. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, see, we've got 30 minutes left on the stream. So definitely from here, if the person isn't here, I'm going to have to jump them and go to the next one, because now I can really feel the clock ticking now. We gotta get going. Okay. Reject my ex. Can you tell me about our future? Okay. So this person, you're currently not in contact with them, and you want to know if you have a future with this person and what his feelings might be towards you. Okay, so let's just do okay, so Hardika wants to know. Holy, okay, wow. Okay. So first of all, Hardika, sounds like you, even though you're with somebody new now, and like you're definitely out there playing that field, like you're seeing somebody new that, maybe that's going to be marriage potential, but you're still thinking about your ex. So like you still got like emotional cords and baggage that's connecting you to this other person. And you're hoping, I don't know, it's like, are you settling for what's available at the moment, but hoping that this Rajat person is going to be coming back to you? Okay, so you want to know, is Rajat going to reappear in your life, declare his feelings, and get back in touch with you and try to start something up? Okay, so is Rajat gonna like appear like I said? Is he gonna want to start something up again with you? Declare his feelings and all that. And that would be a yes, no. So if you could give me a yes, no on that. Is Rajat going to reappear? Is Rajat going to reappear and declare that, they have... Okay. This deck is not answering me. Let's ask the other deck. Okay, so your parents want you to settle. So yeah, like you're settling with someone that's possibly available and wanting marriage, but meanwhile, I think your heart's with this ex. Would that be a fair assessment? So you want to know if there's any chance that this person, the ex, will reconnect with you. Is there anything there for you to hang on to or to hope for with this other person? That kind of thing. Like, is there anything there? I think that's kind of what you're asking me here. And so we're looking for a yes or a no. Okay. People's opinions. You know, it's almost like you have to defend it or something. I don't know. It just made me think of when you said, your family wants you to settle, right? It's like all these people with opinions and they're all around you and you're kind of going, whoa, whoa, whoa. And they all want you to do what they want you to do. Okay, so is your ex going to reappear and declare their feelings? Sorry, I'm just kind of thinking, like, what the hell does that mean? Okay, so the card that comes up, will this ex reappear in your life and declare their feelings for you? We get maybe. Now that's the Emperor, and the Emperor has got to do with, somebody that's mature, that's willing to make that commitment. I'm wondering if you broke up with your ex because they were not mature and they were not willing to make that commitment. And then the other card that came up with the Emperor is the Star. The star is not a maybe. The star is a yes. Okay, so I don't know. Let's see if this person is going to come forward. Are they going to come forward within the next 4 weeks? Yes or no? Yeah, interesting. I'm getting like there's decisions to be made here for you. I guess the decision would be, are you going to give this ex a chance? Or are you going to like cut that cord and go with the sure thing that I think is interested, that wants to do the marriage thing, and you're doing that to please your parents, not to please yourself. But yeah, there's just a lot of confusion going on. Okay, so we still didn't get a real. If this ex were to come forward and declare, that they still have feelings, that they want to continue like a relationship, that they're willing to get serious now, is that going to happen within the next 2 months? Yes or no? Okay, so the card that come up now is the Magician, and that one is all about where you're putting your energy and attention is what you end up manifesting. I don't know if you've got time to waste waiting for somebody to come forward. You know what I mean? If you really feel like there might be something there, assuming that that's really the only problem, is that this guy just wasn't willing to settle, and that, he wasn't mature enough at that time. Maybe that's why you broke up. It's like, well, instead of waiting for 2 months, hoping that this person is going to hopefully come forward and declare that they want to resume like a committed sort of relationship or a relationship with you, maybe it's best to just approach them and say, look, I've got a life to live here. I've got, commitments. I've got a family that wants me to get married and settle down. And, I would prefer to do that with you. Where are you at? Is this something that you would want, kind of thing? And I don't know. It's really tough, because you've got all this pressure on you to move ahead and do this thing. And meanwhile, it's like, you know, can you really afford to wait? Can you afford to wait? All right, so you wanted to know if you're going to be married with your, if there's going to be a marriage with the current partner. All right, so let's go to that. Oh, hi, money making daughter. Thank you. It's interesting. The magician just came up again on the other deck. And once again, that has to do with where you put your energy and attention is where you're putting that power. So is the magician a really firm? Yeah, actually, yeah. Okay. Seems to me that like you're getting the magician with both of them. And I'm just wondering if it's really, I guess it comes down to what do you want? You know, what's going to make you happy? And is there any chance that this ex, if they were, you know, mature, could there be a possibility of having a marriage with that person? And if that's what you prefer, if that's who you prefer, and you can't afford to wait, then, you know, you might have to just go and talk to him and just find out. And at least that way you'll know. And you're put out of your misery. You know, if it's a no, at least you know it's a no, and then you're free to move on. If it's a yes, terrific. At least, you know, give yourself that chance. Yeah. Anyway, that's my answer. That's what the cards are giving me. And I hope it resonated, and I hope that it helps you. That's a really tough one. You're kind of between a rock and a hard place, right? You got to try and keep the family happy and please your parents and all that. But you also, you know, you've got your own feelings, your own desires, and your own heart to follow as well. So I think if it was me, this is just me talking to you now, but I think if it was me, I would want to try and talk to him, the ex, and just find out, you know, if there's any possibility of anything there. And then, you know, if it's a no, then it's no. And then you're free. You can start making plans. You know, at least that way you won't look back on it later and be like regretting, I never knew, I didn't know. And then you start thinking about what might have been, and, you know, it's kind of torturous. This is instead of waiting for this ex to get a hold of you, I think this is a decision that you're going to have to make. Okay, so we better move on here. We're running out of time. Oh my gosh, we've got 20 minutes left on the stream. Okay, so Numeros, if you're here, you are going to be the next. I have a feeling Numeros isn't here, to be honest. I don't think Numeros is even here. Money-making daughter, I'm at the point actually where I've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got almost 10 people on the list. I haven't taken down the last few names because I know I'm going to run out of time. I don't see how I can get through to you, get all the way down to answering you. But if you really want to read, I would suggest, like, if you come within the first hour of, it's a 3-hour live stream. Every Friday it's the same. I'll start at, see, my time is 9 o'clock in the morning, but yeah, we'll start at the same time. If you come within the first hour, you're pretty much guaranteed you're going to get a read. So yeah, I'm really sorry. I probably won't be able to get to you today, but thank you for liking and subscribing. Appreciate it. Yeah. So yeah, people that I have read for, if you liked your read, you know, if you could give me a thumbs up and a subscribe, that'd be great, because it really helps the algorithm. Okay. So Numeros is not here. I'm going to just circle you. Okay. J. Marie Phoenix, it's your turn. You were just here. I know you were just here. Oh, there you are. Okay. So J. Marie Phoenix wants to know, when will Brandon reach out to me? Will he offer love? And how does he feel? Oh, I see. Your name is Jessica. Gotcha. Okay. So Jessica wants to know. So we're going to do like a what's up for Brandon and a what's up for Jessica, and what's between them there. And I think that will hopefully give you your answer. Let's see now. And then after J. Marie Phoenix, we've got Priyanka, and then Rena, and then General Zen Room. Okay. Okay, so let's see, Jessica. Okay, so Jessica wants to know, like, so we want to know what's up with Jessica, what's up with Brandon, and like what's between the two of them. Try to get a read on what's going on. And, you know, if this Brandon is going to reach out, if he's going to offer to return the emotions that Jessica's putting out, right? Like reciprocate that love. Wants to know how he feels. Okay. All right. So what's up? And what's going on there? Okay. Okay, same questions, different deck. What's up? What's up for Brandon? What's up for Jessica? And what's going on between? That card just went flying. Just one sec. I guess that's meant to go in there, so I'm going to put it in the spread. Okay, what's going on for this other person, Brandon, and what is going on for Jay? Okay. I'm going to do Brandon first. So what's up with this Brandon person? Well, he's definitely like a vivacious, charismatic, go-get-'em kind of a person that enjoys a good challenge, and they're optimistic, and they've got a good sense of humor. They're funny. They're fun to be around. It seems to me that there's some kind of almost like an existential sort of a thing. I don't know if it's like it's something that they should be paying attention to, but they're not. Like perhaps they have this tendency to sort of skate on the surface of things, and all of that physical vivacity and being able to manifest stuff, because this is the kind of person that if they need a job, they'll find it. If they need money, they'll find it. Like stuff comes to them. It's kind of magical sometimes, like stuff comes to them. It's just interesting because they've got a couple of inverted cards here to balance off that really positive one, which was the Ace of Rods. Okay. The other two that they've got that, like I said, are both inverted is one's the Hierophant and the other one's the Hangman, right? So it's kind of interesting because both of those have to do with spirituality and religion. So I'm just wondering if that's something that's going on with this person. It's very, very interesting. Okay, so for you, for you, Jessica, we've got what is that? We've got the Seven of Pentacles, we've got the Moon, we've got the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups and the Moon, in fact, all three of them are inverted. All right, so let's start with the obvious one, right? I think that one is talking about there's a need to sort of like dig a little bit deeper and try to get more information to make a judgment about the situation, and you are also somebody that is kind of gifted when it comes to money and being able to manifest things for yourself. But in your case, it doesn't just sort of happen by apparent magic like it does for him. It's more about your own commitment and hard work and so on. And you've definitely put a lot of that in to get to where you are financially right now. But the financial thing is not really so much in the picture at the moment. It's got to do with like emotions and feelings and listening to your gut. You need to listen to your gut. It's interesting because like it's almost like you're echoing this other person because they're supposed to be listening to their gut. They've got existential sort of questions, and I think it's the dichotomy between religion and spirituality, right? And balancing that out, like where are they that way? And then for you, it's about like what's the hidden sort of motivation stuff, and it's like you already know. I think you already know what's going on there. Like the other thing that I'm getting to is like that you, and now I am still talking to Jessica. Make sure I got your name right. Let me just have a good look here. Yeah, J Marie. Sorry, I know you said you gave me your name, but I'm still thinking of you as J Marie. Let me see. Oh, Brandon. Okay. He just got out of a marriage. Okay. Well, it seems to me that he's going through some kind of existential sort of a thing, and it has to do with his spirituality. Like I said, religion versus spirituality. And then for you, we've got, you're good at manifesting stuff. You got to start looking underneath the covers a little bit more, like trust in your intuition, and also that you're like a bit of an empathic kind of a person, you're able to pick up on other people's emotions and so on. So I think you already have a fair idea of what's going on with this Brandon person. So what's between the two of you? Well, the card that came flying out of the deck was the Wheel of Fortune, which just tells me that like nothing is really settled. Nothing's really decided yet. Everything's still in motion. So it's like, is this person going to reach out to you or offer love? It's like if it's a roulette wheel, it hasn't clicked down to a solid answer yet. So it's really like, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. Okay, hang on 1 second here. How much time okay, still got a few minutes here. Okay. I just put these cards out of the way here. So really quickly here, you want to know if Brandon's going to reach out and offer you love. And for that, because it didn't show up in the read, let's just go yes, no, and see what happens. What is that? Is he going to reach out to you and tell you how he feels? We got the Hangman. It's a maybe. It's interesting because, like I said, one of the cards that came up for him in his read was the Hangman. Okay, that's... I'm giving you the names of some of these cards so that if you feel the need to look it up, maybe you can look it up and glean more information than what I was able to give you. Now, so again, is this Brandon person going to reach out? Will he offer love to you? Yes or no? Got the Ten of Pentacles. Look at the imagery. Two people enjoying just rewards of all that hard work. Yeah, they're physical, material rewards and enjoying them together in their own little castle. So you're enjoying it with a partner. Does that necessarily mean he's going to reach out to you, though? Let's see. Will Brandon reach out to J. Marie and offer love? Yes or no? This says yes. And that's the Sun, and it talks about overcoming obstacles. It talks about the power of positive thought, and yeah, and look at the imagery. Interesting. Okay, let me just let's see. We have history together. His ex cheated, which is why the marriage ended. Okay, all right. So we've still got time to answer that. Is he going to offer you love? Well, I already said that, actually. Sorry. Yeah. Is he going to offer love? Will he reach out to you? And you got the sun. The sun was a yes. And the sun is all about like the power of positive thought, powerful life force, just victory, overcoming these barriers that might be keeping you apart. So yeah, that, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, I thought I already answered you. Okay, so that's my answer for you. Getting a little bit myself because I've been reading for 3 hours nonstop. So yeah, all right. I'm going to try and see if I can get to one more person. We've got Priyanka, Rena, Priyanka, Rena, Jen Zen Room. Anybody there? I've got all these new people here. Okay. I have to go through the list first, you guys. Okay, Rashi, sorry, you're not even on the list. Okay, Priyanka is not here. Rena and Jen Zen Room are not here. How about Martha? Is Martha here? Martha. Martha. Hi, Starlight. Hi, Starlight. I see you there. Yeah, I'm just gonna say real quick for the people that showed up at the very end. If you really need to read, please do come back next Friday. But come back in the first hour. I do 3 hours nonstop, so we're in our last hour now. I can answer quick yes, no. That's about all I've got. Oh, Jen Zen. Oh, and Martha is here. Okay, let's not waste any time. Okay, so Jen Zen. It's Jen Zen and then Martha. So Jen Zen. Quick. Okay, Martha's got a quick yes, no. So career question and stability. Do you have a specific question, Jen, or is this like a I don't know, like a snapshot? Like, is there anything, for me financially? You know what I mean? Like, just a quick, like, what's going on in the next little while, looking ahead and financially. Would that be what you're saying? General. Okay. So Martha, just so you know, even if I run out of time here, you've posted your question there. If I run out of time, I'm just going to post your answer in the comments underneath the video when it posts. Okay. So either way, you'll get an answer. All right. And that's going to be everybody. Okay. So Jen Zen wants to know about career and stability. So we're talking finance. Is there anything that we can, where's Jen Zen at right now? And yeah, moving ahead. Okay, quickly. Oh my gosh. I'm totally watching the time now. It's like, okay, come on. Okay, so Jen Zen wants to know about finance. If there's anything coming up for him, finance. Okay, so what do we have here? Okay, so Jen Zen, what's coming through here, for me anyway, where you're at right now is that you're actually going through this period of just stillness and being introspective and taking some time to kind of meditate on, I guess, your financial situation and your career moving forward and what it is that you want to do and accomplish with your life, where you're at, what's around you, who's around you, what kind of influences. Is there anything there that's like negative that you could maybe get rid of? Just a bit of mental sort of house cleaning, mental, spiritual kind of a house cleaning, and just cutting through layers of, like, I don't know, bullshit, basically, like if other people are spinning tales or whatever, do you know what I mean? Like trying to sort of tear off the rose-colored glasses and look at things the way they really are, and then make some pragmatic kind of decisions for yourself. And as you're moving ahead here, we've got the Page of Pentacles, which is sort of about things like new projects, new energy and enthusiasm, and moving ahead financially, starting new projects and stuff. So you wanted to know about finances? Yeah, I mean, that looks kind of positive. There's also something else here. What is that? Yeah, the other card that's coming through here is 5, 6, 8 of Swords, and that one has to do with, again, like remembering that where you put your energy and your attention is where you're putting your power, and to exercise your own power, and that you do have the power to choose. So in terms of your finances, moving ahead, I don't know, it's like you actually make the choices, you choose. 1 second. Oh, yes, that's the other thing. Okay, so you wanted to know general about finances. Yeah, the other thing that comes through here has to do with that you actually might be getting some really good news coming to you very soon, and it has to do with money. Yeah, and that's this card. Yeah, unexpected good news has to do with cash. And that is my read. I know that it's not there, it's pretty quick and everything. But yeah, that is the read. And I hope that answered the question for you, and I hope that it helps you. And yeah, that's going to be that. Now, there was one other person here, and that was Martha. And Martha I'm doing Martha because she was here. Jen is saying, awesome. Yeah, I mean, that was the perfect answer, right? That one card. All right, so you've been single for a while, and you want to know if there's new love coming for you. Okay, so is there new love coming for Martha? She's been single for a while. Is there anything that we can glean for her? And you know what? I am going to have to put the answer in the comments. 1 minute, this stream's going to cut off. You guys, I'm really sorry, Martha, but yeah, I'll do the read anyways, and I'll just type it up and I'll put it in the comments for you. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody, who was here today. I really appreciate you. And I hope the readings helped. And if they did, if you appreciated them, please give me a thumbs up. It helps with the algorithms. And yeah, we'll see you back here next Friday for more free tarot. And until then, have a terrific week. And I'm going to say goodbye for now. Okay, have a great weekend, you guys. Bye for now.